Two Australian journalists have been rushed home from China following advice from officials in Beijing around fears for their safety. Let's go live to political reporter Jonathan Lee. Jonathan, the ABC journalist Bill Birtles was asked for interviews by local police, a pretty ominous request.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tom. It certainly makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up when you think about it like that. But this surrounds two journalists, two very respected Australian journalists, Michael Smith from the Fin Review and also Bill Birtles from the ABC. It's worth remembering that the ABC has been in Beijing since 1973. We can tell you that both journalists have just landed safely in Sydney, but it's been reported that the Department of Foreign Affairs contacted the ABC to alert the managing director over concerns for Bill's safety. Now, this was passed on to embassy officials in Beijing. Arrangements were actually made to get him out on Thursday morning, but intelligence passed on further information that he was still at risk. Apparently, drinks at his apartment on midnight led to 7 members of the Chinese police knocking on his door and telling Mr Birtles that they actually wanted him to surrender himself for interviews. It was agreed that he would talk to them the next day. He ended up in the compound, the Australian Embassy compound, and he's subsequently managed to be smuggled out of the country. So good news for both journalists involved. I can read from you a statement from the ABC which has just come to hand. It says, the ABC has brought back China correspondent Bill Birtles to Australia following advice from the Australian government. This bureau is a vital part of the ABC's international news gathering efforts, and we aim to get back there as soon as possible, Tom. But it certainly gives you an idea right now of the tension between two countries. There's no suggestion that either of these two journalists have done anything wrong, so you start to wonder why Chinese officials are trying to speak to them, perhaps other than mounting pressure on them, at least diplomatically, Tom.